Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Lindsey. I am here for a solo episode. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being a part of the Almost 30 community and world that we've created over the last 8+ years. We're so thankful for your listenership, for your love. If you are new to the show, I'm so happy you found us. In a world where there's so many podcasts, I don't take it lightly. So if you want to learn more about Almost 30, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Almost 30 Podcast and go to almost30.com. Excitingly, we have a book coming out in June 2025, and we are just so hyped to share this with the world. And the response thus far has been amazing. So in the show notes, you can click the link to pre-buy the book. So it will be at your doorstep when it comes out. These pre-sales really, really matter for a lot of different reasons. And we would be so grateful if you could click that pre-sale link and get your book, get it for friends. It's a great gift. It's called Almost 30. This is the definitive guide to a life you love this decade and beyond. So you can be almost 30, but you also don't have to be. This solo episode was a major request from so many of you. People have been asking for a skin episode. My skin journey, specifically around giving up Botox a couple years ago, and just what I've been doing since to keep my skin looking and feeling super healthy, alive, and relatively gracefully aging, I guess, if you want to say it that way. So I'm going to break it down. This is going to be a short episode, but very to the point. I hope it is helpful. I'm going to be talking about this more on Instagram and on my YouTube channel, New Mom on the Block. So you can also follow there at Lindsey Simsick on Instagram and New Mom on the Block on YouTube. But let's begin 2 years ago. Yeah, almost 2 years ago now. So 2 years ago, I was on my way to a Botox appointment. Just kind of a standard thing I would do every, I would say like 4 months, maybe 4 to 5 months. I'm an active person, so my Botox usually would metabolize pretty quickly. And I was feeling like a little off about the appointment. I was kind of feeling like, should I even do this? Like, is this necessary? Do I really need it right now? But I was like, you know what? I made it. Let's just do it. I always do it. I've been doing it since I was, I think, 27 or 28. So quite a long time. I think that adds up to about 7 years. And so I got it. I got it done. Kind of my usual in my forehead and around like my crow's feet eye area. And afterwards, I had the most interesting reaction. I just started bawling. I just started crying on the walk home. I was like, what is happening? Like, am I okay? Did the Botox hit like an emotional nerve? Like, I'm not sure, but what I realized was that my body was sending a really, really clear message through my emotions that we were done. We're done with Botox. My body no longer wanted this. I don't know if it ever really wanted it, but it was just kind of entertaining me for a while. But it was so clear. And around that time, my husband and I were talking about conceiving and actively, I would say actively trying, and or just kind of letting God's timing do its thing, but not preventing it, if that makes sense. And so I was really focused on kind of combing through my life, my lifestyle, what I was eating, what I was putting on and around my body, and making sure that it was as non-toxic as possible. And Botox is a neurotoxin. Just plain and simple, y'all. It's a neurotoxin. I never had an adverse reaction, thankfully. I do know people that have. So I think it's case by case. We can't really say a blanket statement, but we also don't know what the research is going to say in freaking 20 years about the long-term use of Botox. So I knew it was my time to stop. And I was also like really nervous about stopping. I'm like, what does this mean for my face? Am I going to like instantly start aging really quickly? You know, what about the lines in my face? And what does that mean? And I'm on camera a lot and I'm around people a lot who have like really taut, smooth faces with no wrinkles. How am I going to feel about myself? Like all of these fears just started pouring in. And I think what really like helped me to kind of resituate how I felt about this was that like quite literally a month later, I got pregnant. And I'm not so happy that I got Botox right before getting pregnant, to be honest. But that's the way the cookie crumbled. And the fact that I had quit it, you know, like just announced to myself that I was quitting, I just felt like it was really profound and connected to kind of this motherhood journey that starts well before you get pregnant. It kind of calls you to audit your life. It calls you to discern what is working, what's not, who should be in your life, any lifestyle or health choices, any things you need to be working on in therapy. It just starts well before, and it's pretty amazing to kind of look back and think about that. So I got pregnant, and yeah, my whole way that I saw and experienced my body shifted. My body was beginning to grow a human being. Like, how could I not be in awe of that and respect that? And how could I also not be in awe of my body, that like my body and skin and the whole thing that just navigates every day in this life for me, and allows me to experience everything, like this soul in this physical body. Like, how could I not just have reverence for it, you know? And the way aging is just kind of this beautiful privilege, you know? Do I still feel like I want to like slow down the physical aesthetic aging process? Yeah, I do. Like, not of course, but like for me, I'm like, yeah, of course. But I'm no longer going to use anything toxic that is going to potentially like in the long term disrupt systems in my body and hurt me. I'm just not willing to do that. But I just like, I saw my gut body completely differently after getting pregnant, and like even more so after giving birth. Holy moly. I have a new appreciation for good bras ever since having a baby, my body changing, my boobs changing, breastfeeding, all the things. And Skims has always got me, never let me down. And I'm proud to just say I recommend Skims across the board, their bras, their underwear, all the things. But I want to talk about bras today. So their Fits Everybody Unlined Demi Bra is my new obsession. It's my go-to. I thought I was just a bralette girl, which, listen, I totally am. But this bra has changed the game for me. It basically provides the support of an underwire bra, but without any bulk. I love the natural look it gives me. I'm not looking for like layers of foam and push up and all the things. Like, I just want something that's like really natural, really supportive, but also like isn't too tight and really just allows me to move throughout my day. I reach for it every single day, no matter what I'm wearing. It is the best. They come in all different sizes and colors. There is a bra for you. I know Krista loves that Fits Everybody t-shirt bra. I have one too. It's awesome. She has bigger boobs than me. And she always says, she's like, it's kind of hard to find a bra that fits like just well, you know, because she has nice big boobs. But this one she loves. It's perfect for under t-shirts, tank tops, all of it. So if you are looking for bras, shop Skims bras at skims.com, now available in 62 sizes, 30A to 46H. Pretty phenomenal. And if you haven't yet, be sure to let them know that we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. That means a lot to us. Again, it's skims.com. The Skims bras. Go get them. oh my gosh, no one told me that your kids grow so fast and they grow out of their clothes so fast. How do you keep up? My husband was like, what the heck? Did you buy Mav new clothes again? I'm like, babe, you can just grow out of them. But I solved this problem. I found Posh Peanut and I was so excited I did. They make super stretchy and colorful clothes that really grow with your child. So you get longer wear out of these adorable styles. So if you're someone who has kiddos and they're growing like crazy, please check out Posh Peanut. Honestly, this soft clothing is great for anything. Like there are cute dresses that you can just tumble around in. Mav has a bunch of joggers that he loves, and he loves their PJs as well. But it's so much stretchier than cotton. It's made from viscose, from bamboo. And I just am obsessed. It's like what I would want to wear all day, to be completely honest. And I love their high quality fabric. It stretches so much, as I said, but it's also breathable and chemical free, which means they're delicate on your baby's sensitive skin. Mab does have sensitive skin, so we just got to be mindful. They also do a bunch of like cute collaborations, like with Hello Kitty, Barbie, Disney, Hot Wheels. We just got like some Hot Wheels, this like checkered shirt. It's so cute and looks adorable on him. And I think you're going to love it. So parents out there with kiddos, or if you want to get a gift for someone with kiddos, Posh Peanut. Right now, Posh Peanut is offering our listeners 20% off your first order with promo code almost30. Go to poshpeanut.com/almost30 and use the promo code almost30 for 20% off your first order. That's posh, P-O-S-H, peanut.com/almost30, promo code almost30. So this journey of really cleaning up my skincare, incorporating different rituals and practices, really researching like these alternative ways in which we can make our skin feel more alive, I became fascinated with. So I want to share some today. It's going to be a bit of a quick fire. So get your pens and pencils out and or check the show notes. But I wanted to start with specifically things that I feel like have been helping my skin over the last couple years, just look vibrant, feel alive, honestly have more elasticity and bounce. And I feel like the lines in my face, and I haven't gotten Botox in 2 years, I feel like they have just kind of like chilled. I don't know. Like I feel like I see them sometimes, and I'll explain when I see them, but like most of the time, like I feel really good about my skin. So what I'm eating and drinking, that is, I think, contributing to my skin health right now. One, I eat a ton of protein. I eat a ton of animal protein on a daily basis. So, grass-fed, grass-finished beef in all forms. I do eat like beef liver and heart. I love Force of Nature meats as a really easy way to get that, either through their ground meat or their meatballs are great. None of this is sponsored. I just want to name specific brands I'm using for ease for you all, because I know I'll get those questions. So lots of animal protein. It's contributed to my hair, skin, and nails feeling and looking great, growing strong. Aminos are the building blocks of life. Proteins are the building blocks of life. So we have to make sure that we are getting adequate protein. So I am just crazy about getting my protein. I am also eating my water. Not only am I hydrating with electrolytes, salt, magnesium, potassium, just getting that proper balance of electrolytes, but I am also eating my water. So like watermelon and cucumbers, water in these foods is already perfectly structured. So the body just loves it. It's super bioavailable, and I just make sure I am properly hydrated with also the foods that I'm eating. I am also drinking my hyaluronic acid. You can find this, online. There's different forms of it, different brands, preferably the natural form of it, not the synthetic form is what is recommended, but drinking hyaluronic acid. I follow Catherine Romine on Instagram. I can link it in the show notes. So much of her work has influenced what I am doing today. She is a skincare expert. She has formulated her own skincare, just started that. She's an expert on cupping and taping, kinesthesiology tape, which I'll go into in a moment. But she drinks her hyaluronic acid and was saying that hyaluronic acid in topical form, it's so hard to actually create a hyaluronic acid that gets to the layer of dermis in the skin that actually needs it. It's almost impossible. So she recommends drinking it. So really hydrating and bringing nutrients to your skin from the inside out is what I am talking about and really obsessed with. In addition to hyaluronic acid, I am also ingesting collagen, not only through like slow cooked meats and broths, but also in powder form. I take kneaded collagen, but you can do any grass-fed bovine collagen. Marine collagen's great. I know Kelly LeVeque has Be Well by Kelly protein. That is a great form of collagen that I love as well, and it tastes really good. So making sure you're getting your collagen, putting it in your smoothie, putting it in soups. I put it in my coffee and my smoothies. So that is essential. I noticed that when I don't do it, it's an issue. I notice my skin getting really funky and almost looks like it's like dry, and I see the lines more. It's not as plump. So that's the main things I'm doing related to skin in terms of food and beverage. Lifestyle choices. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Moving my body every single day. I might not make it to the gym. I'm a new mom. It's almost impossible to go every day. So I go probably 2 to 3 days a week if I'm lucky. Otherwise, I am active with my son. I am going on walks. I am doing little mini at-home workouts during his naps. I am making sure I am getting a sweat in because that natural detoxification is so, so, so good for you, overall, but is also really good to detox the skin. I am also, in terms of movement, taking one hot class a week. I really like the hot room and infrared, almost like this sauna effect. I have one in my neighborhood, so if you can get to a hot class, I just feel like it gets a deeper level of detoxification during a workout, and I really, really love it. Second lifestyle choice, I am making sure that the water that I'm using to wash my face, to wash my body, and drinking is filtered. So I'm making sure that all of my shower heads, my sink heads, all the things have a filter on it. I have a canopy shower head in my shower. I have like a bath water filter. I just got it on Amazon. I can link it. But just making sure that your water is filtered because there's a lot of crap in there that could be just making your skin not so happy and aging your skin quicker. Also managing my stress, speaking my truth, and just doing things that make me really happy, that interest me, that spark my creativity. All of these things, you might be like, wait, what? This has nothing to do with skin. It absolutely does. Your skin is connected to everything. Your fascia is connected to everything, that layer of like webbing underneath your skin. And it holds everything. It holds memories, emotion. And so we have to be mindful of like our joy and our alignment and connectedness to things and our curiosity. I just feel like, when I'm in a bad place, my skin reflects that. So I'm just making sure to make those choices. So I would say those are my top lifestyle choices related to my skin health. I also think doing things that you love and being with people you love just makes you live longer. I don't know if that's scientific, but I believe that, and I feel like my skin reflects that as well. Oh, it is sweater season, and I'm so freaking happy. It's my time of year, fall, winter. I just love to get some really beautiful, classic, versatile sweaters in my closet. And I always, always, always go to Jenny Kane. If you are unfamiliar, this brand is just phenomenal. They have everything you need to truly take the guesswork out of getting dressed. They have incredible essentials. They just have it all. They have accessories, they have bags, they have shoes, they have sweaters, they have tops, bottoms, dresses. you're going to love it. And I think you're going to find your wardrobe there. It's easy, it's effortless, it's also elevated. And these are pieces that you're going to have forever. It's not just like a throwaway piece after a year or two. This is forever. And their cozy cashmere sweaters are my freaking favorite. So the cashmere half zip is my go-to right now. It's so cozy. It's the perfect layer to dress up or dress down. I will like dress this up with like a little mini skirt, the cashmere half zip, and some like high boots. It pairs well with literally anything. Also the Flynn cashmere sweater. Oh, it's perfect. Like the V-neck is perfect. It's easy to layer and style. I just have so much fun with these sweaters. Dress up, dress down, cozy, cozy, keep warm, the best. Also, if you are someone who is creating just a lovely home, the home essentials from Jenny Kane are unmatched. So check those out too. Find your new uniform and some home essentials at jennykane.com. Our listeners get 15% off their first order when you use the code almost30 at checkout. That's 15% off your first order at jennykane.com. Promo code is almost30. Let getting dressed be one less thing you have to worry about. Embrace your fall aesthetic with Jenny Kane. Oh man, I'm really excited to share about this supplement with you. I've been taking it for a couple months now. It's called Fatty 15. And I was talking about this on Instagram and I got so many freaking questions. It was really cool. So this is C15 is the first essential fatty acid to be discovered in 90 years. And get this, studies have confirmed that it's 3 times better, broader, and safer than omega-3. So we hear a lot about omega-3s, but C15 in its pure form, which is fatty 15, is so powerful. So why is it powerful? If you want to get sciencey about it, studies show that C15 works by strengthening our cells, improving our mitochondrial function, which is the powerhouse of the cell, and protecting us against damaging free radicals, which are everywhere, guys. We live in a modern society. The result is better long-term metabolic, liver, and heart health. You're hearing a lot about metabolic health lately. It is, I think, one of the foundational pieces of our health. I think this is why so many people are not feeling great. It's because their metabolic health is compromised. It also ends up that many of us are deficient in C15, which results in weaker cells that make us less energetic, and really make the cells quit working earlier than they should. So this really makes us age faster. So if you're someone who wants to age a bit more gracefully, I highly recommend Fatty 15. It's science-backed, it's award-winning, it's vegan and pure. It's awesome. It's like my favorite new supplement. And I just take one little tiny capsule a day. C15 is the only ingredient in Fatty 15, 100% pure. So I'm excited for you. Fatty 15 is on a mission to replenish your C15 levels and restore your long-term health. You can get an additional 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit by going to fatty15.com/almost30, fatty15.com/almost30, and using the code almost30 at checkout. All right, let's get into really quickly practices, tools, products that I'm using on my skin. This is kind of going to round out our conversation. As I mentioned, I follow Catherine Romine on Instagram. I also follow a few other accounts that I will link. Fingertip Facelift I follow Natural Face Bible, a few others that I'm like kind of forgetting in the moment. But these accounts are for facial massage, face yoga, face taping, cupping, facial exercises to just keep the muscles in your face very alive and active so they don't atrophy. If you're someone that used Botox forever, you kind of have to get those muscles working again and remind them what they do. So one, I am making sure to activate my lymph system on a daily basis. I'm massaging the lymph in my neck, down over my collarbones, and right here near my armpits before I do any of this stuff. I'm also bouncing on the balls of my feet to just get it moving. Then I am always releasing the tension in my head and my neck. So I'm massaging my neck, going up to my skull, my like scalp, and I'm twisting my hair. I'm just making sure I'm releasing tension everywhere because it is connected to your face. And if you have tension in your scalp, you are going to see more lines, wrinkles, funkiness in your face. So we start there. Then 3 days a week, I do cupping. I use a really nice oil. I love Best Skin Ever from Living Libations, but you can make your own oil combination. Catherine Romine is great at recommending those oils. But I do cupping actually in the shower. So I'll oil my face in the shower and I'll just cup. This is really helpful for stimulating collagen production, stimulating blood flow, kind of pulling the muscle away from the bone. It's phenomenal and it feels so amazing. Just making sure that you're cupping towards like those lymph spots so that it drains, so that the fluid drains. I'm also taping like 3 days a week as well. And the taping I learned from Catherine Romine. And it's something that like I kind of had to perfect over time, but this is really phenomenal again for circulation, for reducing fine lines and wrinkles, just the overall health of the skin, but you have to do it properly. So I highly recommend looking up just people that do it well, do it properly and learning from them. I have a kinesthesiology tape that I use. And yeah, I find it to be a fun little ritual. I like kind of cut the tape out at the beginning of the night and then I put it on before bed. And it's fun. It's something you have to stay dedicated to. You got to be consistent and dedicated with your skincare and practices. That's the only thing, right? The Botox appointment is every 4 months. Nice. Kind of convenient, but we don't know what it's doing to our overall health. So these are everyday practices you got to stay committed to. And then the face yoga, facial massage, I will link those people that I follow in the show notes. But this is something I do when I'm sitting in bed, last thing in the day, and I'm just going to town, baby. And it feels so freaking amazing. And I will spend probably like 10 to 15 minutes. It's luxurious for a mom. But we do it and it feels so good. And I've noticed such a difference in my skin. I feel like my face is a little more snatched. I see my cheekbones more. And again, the fine lines and wrinkles have reduced dramatically. Tools I'm using, the cupping cup you can get on Amazon, really anywhere. I use gua sha. So I will do gua sha a couple days a week. I will use the stainless steel gua sha tool, just good because it's like antimicrobial, but you can really use any that you like. I also use an acupressure, I would say wand sometimes just to like work out some really tense portions of my face, especially in the jaw, the cheek area, sometimes above the eyebrow. And I would say those are the tools. Products lineup really, really quick. We're going to do this in under 2 minutes. Very simple. I'd use a gentle cleanser and an oil cleanser. So I'll oil cleanse every day. That's good for my skin. You can experiment with yours, but I'll use Best Skin Ever every single day. I will use a gentle cleanser as well, usually at night, just to kind of wash off the day. I love the one from Clear Stem. I love the one from Osea. And then I will just layer my skincare from lightest to heaviest. I love an essence, like spraying an essence on my skin. The essence from Clear Stem is amazing, but there are different ones. There's some Ayurvedic essences from different brands that I love. But find like an essence or a toner that really just is natural, super light, and that keeps your skin very hydrated. Lately, I've been using serums like the one from SkinCeuticals. They have a great vitamin C serum. Any vitamin C serums. Living Libations is a brand that you can just kind of dig into. Fabulous products, super clean. They have a bunch of serums that I love, like a rosehip serum. really calming for the skin. And then I'll layer on things like a thicker serum and then a moisturizer. And then sometimes I'll dab on a little watermelon barrier oil from Clear Stem. The moisturizers I use are generally non-pore clogging. I like the one from Clear Stem. This is not an ad, but I just love them so much. I'm forgetting the name, Hydro something. It's great. It's really like nice and luxurious and thick, but also like lays on like kind of thin. It's interesting, but I love it. And then I also love the moisturizer from Osea. I think it's like the Ocean Moisture something. Not helping you, but it's in the show notes. All that to say, start light, layer on your skincare to the thickest at the end. I just make sure I look like a glazed donut when I go to bed. And finally, I will use red light. Red light is amazing for really repairing at a cellular level. It's great for acne scarring. It's great for spots on your face. It's amazing for healing. So I'll do a red light mask at night. I will use the red light wand from Bond Charge. I love that one. It also vibrates. But that is my skincare routine right now since quitting Botox 2 years ago. I know it was a quick fire. I hope you took notes, check the show notes. But I just wanted to give you a taste because I've been getting so many questions. It's been one of the best decisions I've made in the last few years, besides getting pregnant and having a son and just all of that. For myself, I have completely shifted my relationship with my skin, with my body, with aging. And I am just committed to natural aging. I am also very committed to finding the best products and practices and ways of living that help me to feel like very alive, vibrant, young. Young is kind of a word that I think triggers people, but just really alive. So thank you for listening. Thank you for asking those questions. If you have any more questions, please DM me at Lindsey Simsick on Instagram. Share this episode with friends. See what the combo is about in your friend groups. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a movement happening around this part of the beauty industry, skincare industry, and I'm curious how you feel. All right, y'all. I love you so much. Thanks for listening, tuning into another solo. We have another episode coming for you next week. But until then, I love you and I'll see you soon.